Hello, 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 welcome to the continuing adventures of Blastoise as he treks, blows his way through the dungeon. Let's see, where did we leave off? Just cleared out the Orcish mines and barreling on down. Freezing Cloud is well underway to reaching, or Ice Storm is well underway to reaching memorization levels. Is there a wizardry item that I've just abandoned and forgotten? No? Okay. And how is haste as a spell? It should probably be well out of my reach. Oh yeah, 100% fail. I need to start learning some charms eventually so that I can start doing that, but it's not a priority for me because I don't end up using haste that much either. Yeah, but right now we're focusing Conjurations of Ice because we really do want to get Ice Storm alive. The truth of the matter is, once I have it, I'm probably not going to use it too much because of the amount of hungering it costs, but you know, it's not like I have any other urgent must prep for spells. Volts is not yet available, so let's begin by finding the Volt entrance. Oops, that last floor does not look like it's been cleared. It has not. Drop the scroll thingy and poison the hippogriff as it runs off. Drop a fire cloud and just ice. How are we doing for hunger status? Down to 2 pips, so basically not hungering anymore on the ice throwing field. I must have gained a strength point at some point recently because I'm able to carry a lot, and normally I'm operating within the very end of my ability to carry stuff. Okay, Ice Blast, nearly starving. Eat my way out of that. Just for those of you who are curious what spells I'm working, I'm basically hurling ice bolts and poison arrows repeatedly in varying combinations. Okay, that's another clear. You can die because you're a closet. Closet. But yeah, we're using at least 1 and quite probably 2 enhancers right now, so that's helpful. I still don't have the ability to scroll thingamabob. There's enough scrolls of enchant armor littered around the dungeon that I can afford to use the ones I find as I find them, which is nice. Oh, new thing, nothing I actually want, so we're just gonna ditch this book altogether. Fire Dragon Hide, eh? I could see that being potentially useful. I feel more attuned to ice. I assume being more attuned to ice means it's an ice ring. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and ice the interior of this corridor. And this guy can't grab me, so we're just gonna do some ice bolt as well. And that should really about take care of most of them. Okay, that was just a bunch of abominations apparently, and they're all dead now, so awesome. Poison arrow followed by frost should end you, and your corpse should mean I don't get hungry anymore. Okay, I'm not actually carrying any food with me, which is bad, so we're just gonna, as in I'm not picking up food when I kill stuff. Drop the potion, drop the scrolls, drop a fog, drop 2 blink scrolls, and drop 3 remove curses. Also drop this tried but unID'd. No, keep the tried but unID'd rank. You don't know what it is. Floor is cleared. Next floor. Begin with ice and poison arrow. And remember, even if it's resisted, well, no, if it's fully resisted, I guess ice doesn't do any damage, but poison is generally capable of dealing some damage no matter what the resistance, which is nice, the poison arrow. And I also do have some direct damage, or not direct damage, some pure damage abilities like Orb of Destruction that can't be resisted just on the basis of, you know, elemental convenience. Also, between Firestorm and Ice Storm is less affected by resistance. Granted, less is relative, it's still quite horrifically blocked, but you know. I also looked into that question I had offhandedly asked earlier about whether or not a Conjure Flame Square reduces the range of a fire spell. It in fact does, and rather significantly, I think by 2 squares total. Okay, I just got poisoned pretty bad, but oh well. So yeah, so enough that if you're like trying to aim at something that is out of range, or almost out of range, it's definitely not going to hit. Even if you're resistant to ice, walking through that much ice is just not good for you. Alright, you know what? Boom. Orb of destruction in your face, disgrace. Drop a poison, drop an ice cloud. And that should about do it. Oh. Kill the mottled dragon. Mottled dragon armor actually is pretty good, I seem to recall, though I don't remember why. I assume it's just a good ratio of resist to, whatever. Damage thingy. Okay, there it is. The inevitable troll dragon armor, or troll hide armor. Got the ID. Gonna ID this artifact of mine. It is in fact an Ice Dex 1 ring, nothing fancier. Amulet of Clarity, which is very nice, and Protection from Fire. I'm gonna ditch Protection from Fire, hang on to Amulet of Clarity because it could make for a very good swap in certain circumstances, and obviously it's gonna be a really nice choice come endgame, so it's a nice ring all around. Or amulet all around. Go ahead and widespread some ice throughout the chamber. All the kobolds die. Poison. That should end him pretty thoroughly. Got some javelins here, whatever. I can probably wear a buckler, right? Yeah, it's not exactly going to help my spellcasting or anything, but I can wear it with minimal penalty. Let's ditch shields and pick up, or dodging and pick up shields until the buckler is trained sufficiently that I can wear it comfortably. We're also going to turn off spellcasting pretty soon, just to... Oh god, that was a big oversight on my part. I forgot the fire arrow, so I should definitely be throwing ice in his path wherever he blinks to. This is a good time to heal up, I think. And definitely want to cure out of red poison. It's pretty severe stuff. I'm obviously going to prioritize using up my potions of healing, especially in this character in specific, who already has 2 wands of the same. Shimmering hand axe. Okay, it's an artifact, therefore it's worth checking out. Chop, evocable blink, evocable invisibility, resist fire, and stealth. Well, that's better than the flail for all the reasons I kept the flail around. It probably also weighs a little less. Still, at the place I'm in, I doubt I'm gonna ever make use of that swap weapon against all except the most fiery of fiery enemies. As a rule of thumb, I would rather have 1 extra turn to attack than the turn I would take swapping. No, just ignore it. Keep going. Blast, blast. I'm trying to find my way to the vaults. Oh wow, that's like the 3rd or 4th unique this floor. Not that it's, you know, any real cause for concern, it's just... Holy crap, there's a lot of them. Yeah, so the shield is definitely interfering with my spellcasting, because just 1 level of shield training, and it's already up to 75% castable from, like, 80s. The Ice Storm, I mean. Which of these do I not want? All these potions of Berserk Rage are basically pointless now. Like, hopefully it'll never come to the point that I'm using that. Alrighty, what next? That's this floor. Next floor. Nope. Poison arrow a couple times. Ooh. Miscast gave me red poison. I wonder if I'm going to have to heal just to survive. No, I think I'll make it. I think I'm going to make it. Wow, this is the effect of red poison. It's got me all the way down to 9, 8... 77 to 8 health. That's not insignificant at all, actually. Drop a poison cloud in the way. Oh my god, I didn't even notice the Hydra at melee range. Okay, beautiful. They all switched colors. Perhaps the worst possible time. right as they lined up in a hallway for me. Just chow down on something. Give me that meat ration. Just finish that. Okay, this is done. There's the sheep down the floor. Wait, the sheep came in and out of view? Where? False alarm sheep. Streak some devastation that way. Okay, perfect. I got a pull. And these guys all die. Excellent. Heal up. There's that sheep. And what is that? A wyvern? A dragon. It's a legit dragon. Holy crap. Okay, that's a pretty massive amount of fire I dropped in between me and him. I'm just gonna go hit the Orb of Destruction. That should end him. Okay, and just okay. If you can't pick up any, no, I got sheep flesh. Yeah, ignore whatever else is there. Next exit. Pull. Blink until I'm safe. There we go. There we go. Cleared. Next floor. There we go. Definitely want to put ice between me and the dragon. And lay down some massive blasts while I still have the chance. Pull whatever comes with me. Blink. And that was a really, really good initiation. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Orb of Destruction at near melee range to finish him. And ice for that one. Okay, so of the 3 entrances, all of which were pretty heavily guarded, this was the safest. Let's get some imps just for some physical cushioning. And in we go. Given the damage potential, I'm going to go ahead and blow up this nearby yak first, and then work on the imp. And if I happen to kill my own troops in the process, I don't really care. They were just there for cushioning. Pull whatever wants to come. Pull again. Okay, somehow I managed to cast at melee range and still not hit him, and then double casting was obviously the wrong move once that happened, but whatever. Would have been very upset if I had lost the game to something that trivial. Alright, drop some fire in the way between me and this iguana person. Komodo dragon, whatever. Heal up, down we go. So they're really making me fight for an inch to get into this area, which leads me to believe that there's some really good stuff here. Either that or this is just designed to be a trickier entrance to the next floor. Whatever the reason, looks like I'm managing okay. Curse weapon, okay, that's fine. I have, Lord knows I have enough to remove curses. I'm gonna instantly recharge and just recharge the dig wand or the tele wand. I'm gonna go for the tele wand, the unused one. It's gonna be nice to have a maxed wand that I can just be like, I don't need to carry around extras. Nergile is going to suffer some severe ice burn. Okay, penetrate everything and kill Nergile behind it. And that's a kill. Ooh, new staff. With any luck, it's going to be a good one. And that looks like a Bailey. With any luck, that also will be helpful. So just mass freeze for that whole area. Drop some fire so that this thing melts. Go around the other direction. Okay. New staff is in fact Orcish Aura Flame. That's right. It's different guy altogether. Oh, I can't. There we go. Now I can. Ditch it. It's the Staff of Enchantment. I have no interest in it. New book. I already have one of you guys, but thanks for the thought. The Yaktuars blend in with yaks pretty well, actually. I guess they would, wouldn't they? Okay, that's all of you. Okay, we're gonna ditch the Grand Grimoire before going in, on the off chance that we get enough loot that it's tough to carry out. I don't know how Kobold appeared in here, but apparently it did. Okay, as long as you guys are making this easy for me, I'm not gonna say no. Put on the repel missiles, just for convenience sake, and then we'll just continue pegging these guys one by one. It's pretty straightforward right now, not gonna lie to you. I'm waiting for the real enemies, you know, the dangerous ones to show up. Oh, there you go. Ice. Close the door. And I just keep closing the door until eventually there's no hand to open it on the other side. Okay, nearly starving, so we eat the nearest orc, and boom! That's more like it. Drop the ice cloud. And, oh, I can no longer close the door. Clever bastards wedged it open. Put the ice clouds deep in the room as well, just to completely nullify any attempt to get to me. Now, the shields at this point should be quite well trained, up to 2.5. Poisonous Cloud is continuing to become better and better casting, and Ice Storm is down to 56% fail. That's quite respectable, actually. I mean, it is a level 9 spell, so I can't afford to cast it with a significant chance of failure, but yeah. Potions of mutation have been identified now. It's potion P. I'm seriously tempted to just test it out and see if I can't get some good mutations out of it, but we'll hold off, obviously, until I have 2 potions of cure mutations handy, not 1, because, you know, far more giving up my ability to volunteer to make mistakes and get mutated and then come and recover voluntarily is kind of a stupid idea. Let's make sure I haven't left anything behind here that I miss. Armor, I've left behind some splint mail. Splint mail is just way too negative EV for this early in the game. Or hell, probably even for later in the game. Blue scroll of vulnerability. No, hang on to that. That can prove useful. Lose this extra chunk though. No. Alright, blowing things up. Try it. Now, of course, I can try all potions with impunity because I've identified the only ones that really scare me. Alrighty, Scroll of Acquirement. Always acquire armor. Applies. I could go for a staff. There's a very good chance I would get a staff I don't want, but there's a reasonable chance also that I would get staff channeling. In fact, how am I doing for staffies? I don't know. Oh god, air channeling, death, energy, poison, summoning, and wizardry. Of these, I would likely get a staff of wizardry at this point before I would get a staff of channeling. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to wait for the guaranteed staff of channeling. That's just gonna have to wait. Weapons I don't want, wands I don't need. I guess, what kind of wands am I looking at? Again, far too many possibilities here to guarantee a Wand of Hasting, which is the only one that I would want for access to a treasure trove. So we're picking up armor. And it's a new hat. It's a +2 crested dwarven helm of intelligence, which goes pretty nicely with my +2 wizard's hat. I don't know that there's actually a difference between these two. I'm going to continue to wear the wizard hat of intelligence though, because something tells me, if anything, Dwarven's equipment is going to be a little bit worse for spellcasting. Might be a little bit better for AC though. I don't know. If any of you are paying attention to the videos and you hear this question, please answer it for me, because I actually don't know definitively what the correct answer is. But if you are not a member of a race, does it matter what racial brand or modifier the equipment that you would or would not put on has? Thank you. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is freeze Cloud to protect me from Dragon Breath, and then just, of course, freeze him to death. Do one of these for the centaur. Should take him out pretty nicely. New ring, interesting. Drop an ice zone against the poisonous slimes. They're smart enough to be like, I have enough health to go in this. Halfway through, oh god, I didn't have enough health to go through all of it. And they start backing off. Ice Cloud is the most wonderful way to deal with these enemies, these green guys. It hits them all when they haven't joined up into Super Slime. It hits them when they have. Not very well resisted. It's just a fantastic spell. I'm gonna turn off shields at this point. It's already hit 3. Ice Storm is still at 56%. If I were to take off the Buckler, moment of truth, it stays at 56%, so Buckler training is complete. I could still probably make a detour into the Elven halls, at least the shallow Elven halls, just to try for some good Elven brand equipment, see if I couldn't get... Ooh, whoops. See if I couldn't get me a superior Elven buckler of some kind. But for the time being, no need. What the hell? It's like the opening to Vaults, except before Vaults 8, except before Vaults 8. Anyway, with Donald and Rupert both present, I'm gonna make the best decision I can and run for it. I could easily take that. I like that. That's a clever way to do things. And I'm not going to risk taking the wrong door down. I'm going to take an unknown door down instead. Unfortunately, it put me in an even worse place than usual. Okay. That boggart needs to die ASAP before I start facing significant, overwhelming quantities of enemies. Okay. Calm down. Their heart is racing. It doesn't need to do that. Ice these guys. That's a high yield shot that should kill all of them, but I can't get it, so we'll just settle for killing most of them. Do I have a blink scroll? Now is not a bad time to use it. I want to get out of here immediately. We can worry about survival and the fact that I skipped a floor later, but I was very much heading for a death moment there, and I don't want that to happen in this run. So let's go ahead and explore my surroundings down here for a second. Try a different door up if available. If not, then try the same one. That's fine. It's not that scary to be in a net when your primary means of attack is not restricted. I want to do an ice... I definitely want to do an ice freezing cloud here. Come at me, bro. Okay, there's a new door up. There's some new chunks. Heal. Pull up an imp. Up we go. Wow, that worked perfectly. The weapon of dispersal hit the imp I brought with me to absorb the shot. Okay, we're gonna turn on repel missiles just because I don't know what I'm up against anymore and it's scary. But now I have at least a point of ingress into the floor to deal with whatever comes. Beachhead, if you will. Okay, I already know that down this road is at least a couple trolls, or at least were a couple trolls. Southwest apparently communicates with this clusterfuck. Just gonna keep poking and retreating. Retreating mostly because, you know, the closer I am to the staircase, the closer I am to having infinite MP regeneration. Alright, you lot need to be poisoned and frozen. Hopefully I'm just gonna get a ton of mana back. Yep. Vehumet just basically gave me a full mana refund on account of the number of kills I just got, which is great. Definitely want to run poison here. That That should get the blowgunner. Okay, they're all taken down. Boom. And... oh, where did you all come from? Time to gas the friggin' kobolds. Alright. Poison arrow continues to miss, but hopefully just good old-fashioned poison gas will not. Poison arrow takes you down. Poison arrow takes you down. And you. And you... nope, out of mana. Shadow is down. Got some chunks of human for when the going gets hungry. Oh, crap. Definitely want to blow Rupert up. I think that should do for now. Let's get out of here. Heal up. Back down we go. Okay. We have weathered by far the worst of it, and in fact most of it. Almost all of the surrounding humans have doubtlessly been decompressed from the... we've doubtlessly decompressed the stressful opening. And thinned out most of the other enemies on the floor as well. We've moved a little bit above and a little bit below, just for optimal safety. Ignore, please. What? Yes, take the remove curse and then drop everything else because you can't carry it. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Ring of Magical Power. My recharged wand has 9. My heal wounds has 5. It's magical power. Hardcover book. Nothing I want. Digit. Can ignore that. I apparently have 2 potions of heal wounds sitting on the floor that I'm not doing anything with now. Alright. On we go. We're gonna ditch the Wand of Lightning. I have more than enough awesome. And since my auto travel seems insistent on taking me up, I'm going to forcibly move it down just because that's the direction I actually want to go right now. Definitely want to interrupt any bolt shots with that. And that. Burn alive. Come at me, bro. And there's the Hydra who hasn't moved since all of this began. What a beautiful, beautiful bounty of bodies. That was a really, really scary way to start the floor. My credit to whoever made this mini vault. It's fair because the enemies that you fight against aren't strong enough to just one-shot you or anything. But if you just hastily run into combat, it's not like you can't survive it. But if you're willing to strategize and play it safe and, you know, use the I don't usually use red staircases, except maybe on the orb run. So anytime that I find myself thinking tactically I should use it, I get kind of excited that they did something cool. So yeah, good job, guys. Job well done. This was a very fun floor. I think it's fully explored at this point, and that means that the vault entrance has been found, which is the next step for next time. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.